Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, please. It helps a lot and it means a lot and I appreciate it. So today I'm going to give a short little video on how to troll for walleye, mainly in a kayak, but the theory can be used, or method can be used either way. I'm not a pro at it, so let's get that out of the way. But I'm going to show you what works for me, and you can try it as well, and it might work. So let's go. So first, right, I have this this ugly stick walleye trolling rod, right? It's a combo, so nothing special, but it works. I love it. Never had an issue with it. So obviously a line counter is really nice. You don't have to have it, but it just shows you how far out, you know, how far back you want to put it, you know, because sometimes people when you're running several rods, you want to have them further, you know, one closer, one further. And also just so the fish, you know, they might be, you know, hesitant of your kayak or boat, so you want to put it out further. Me personally, I put it out 60 to 70 feet. But like I said, that's just me. That's what I like to do. It's kind of however you want to do it. But that's your first step, is get yourself a trolling rod, or you can use a bait caster, but I definitely recommend a trolling rod. So let's go. So there's a variety of different lures you can use for this. I usually use crankbaits right here, right? This is my favorite one to use. This one does dive a little bit deeper. When you buy them, you'll actually see on the package, I actually don't have one over here, but they're size like this, right? That goes from like 15 to 25 feet of water. So it is good to have a depth finder, or fish finder, pardon me, because you want to be able to see where you're at, the structure, if there's fish, and just so you know what speed to go, right? So this one, however, this one goes from 12 to, I believe, like maybe like 18, 20 feet. So obviously it's smaller. It's gonna go down not as far, and it all depends on the speed, right? So if I'm at about, say I'm fishing 20 feet of water and I have a crankbait that goes to about 21 feet, I'll usually go about 2.3 miles per hour. But if I'm somewhere, if it gets shallow to like 16, I'm gonna go to like 1.6, you know what I'm saying? So you just gotta kind of go test it out, you know, and you can tell by the rod tip if it goes, and obviously if you're hitting bottom, you'll see it more of aggressive, which you don't want that. You want just barely off the bottom. But yeah, so that's for lures. You just honestly got to get out there and just try, you know, what works best where you're fishing. Different colors are, you know, better in different areas. I personally like purple, white, pinkish, give or take, in that general color area, but it's always worth a shot to try other things. So if you have any questions about what crankbaits I use, just leave a comment and I'll show you what I use in there and where I get them. All right, so I'm making this video literally to where someone that has never fished before would be able to understand this, okay? Because when I first started trolling, I had no clue what I was doing. There was some great videos on YouTube, but nothing that really answered what I was trying to, you know, understand. So it's nothing against anybody's videos. This is just how I learned, so I want to spread my knowledge on what I know, okay? So first, obviously, you got your line counter, right? It's at 0. All I'm going to do is I'm going to set the crankbait in there. I'm going to open the bail, if you want to call it. You got to let it catch. It's tangled, that's why. Hold up. All right, so we got that taken care of. So as you can see, I just threw it in the back, and now I opened the bail, and I'm just letting it go out. I'm gonna do about 70 feet because that's what I like to do. So it's all just depending on what you like. So here I'm in 33 feet of water. I'm gonna go about 1.5 miles per hour. Like I said, that's based off of, you know, the rod tip and your depth and structure, okay? See, I'm letting all the line out. Okay, 70 feet, close it. Now I'm trolling. All right, I'm gonna maintain my speed, and well, right now it's not gonna matter as much because of the rod tip. You know, I'm not hitting bottom, but I'm working it kind of slower because of this time of the year. But I need to get in the spot where it's gonna match the right depth. So we're almost to it. So all we're doing is just trolling along this edge. It's a rocky edge and it just drops completely down. And I'm just watching that rod tip and also watching my depth finder just to make sure, you know, to watch my speed. Obviously, I'm never gonna be 100% on. I'm not using downriggers. This is like just the basic way to do it without spending tons of money and just kind of learning the basics of it to get an understanding. And if you look back at some of my videos, I've caught plenty of fish trolling. I'm not saying I'm a pro at it, but this is just to help someone that has never done it before and to answer some of the basic questions. All right, so like I was saying before about speed, right? When you get a little bit more shallow, you're gonna have to slow down depending on what lure you're using. So you can see I was going a little too fast and I was hitting bottom a little too hard. So I'm at 17 feet, so now I'm doing 1.3 miles per hour. You can kind of see the rod tip kind of move differently, right? That's because it was hitting bottom. But now that it's getting deeper, I can go a little bit faster, all right? I know it was kind of hard to see that rod tip on here, but now it's, you know, it's kind of jerking more. But when you're, so it was going like this, right? That means I'm hitting bottom. Now, when it's actually the perfect depth, it's just gonna, you know, tick. I'm trying to show it on here, but it's kind of hard to see because of the glare of the water. You can kind of see it, right? See how it's moving nice like that? That's all you need. So let's hope we get something. All right, so like I was saying, this video is basically for people that have never done it before. There are some things I'm probably doing wrong that I'm gonna eventually learn too, just from trying. But this is stuff that I have tried, that I've learned that work for me. So with that being said, everywhere you go, it's always gonna be a little different. But as long as you understand these simple basics that I've learned over the summer and, you know, fall of trial and error, you should be somewhat successful and increase your odds of possibly catching more. Now it is kind of late in the year for what I'm doing, so like I said, I don't have expectations of ever catching fish. It's just hoping that you do catch, you know, 1, 2, or whatever. So by all means, I'm not a professional. I'm just here to spread what I learned from trial and error and hope that other people can learn from it and actually grow from what I'm trying to, you know, from what I learned, and then share with me. Oh, and like I'd like to say, please wear a life jacket. I used to do it too. I used to have it sit in my kayak laying somewhere, but please wear it. It can definitely save your life. So I just want to bring that up. Yeah, we're gonna keep just cruising around and hopefully land something. We had a bite earlier, but I think he just struck it and then didn't want anything to do with it. But that's how it goes sometimes. So stay tuned, and hopefully I can pull one in for you just to kind of show you that it actually works. All right, everybody, so that about wraps it up for the day. If you ever fished day in your life, you already know you're never guaranteed to catch anything. So, but it's just always nice to get out here and, you know, do some fishing, enjoy the weather and stuff like that. But I hope this helped for newer people that are trying to get into trolling. Like I said before, if you do have any questions, leave a comment, and I'm gonna do what I can to answer it to the best of my ability. And also, please hit that like and subscribe button. It helps a lot trying to grow this channel, and it's free, so I'd appreciate it very much. But we're gonna head out though. It was still a great day, beautiful weather, and at this point we're pretty much just waiting for that ice to form and give you all some entertainment for that ice fishing season. So yeah, stay tuned and we'll see you next time.
Run away, I don't have to plan it. I can go, change my fate, you won't understand it. All alone, that's okay, people I can't stand, man.